This recipe has got to be one of northern India's most popular dhaba style chicken dishes. It's absolutely delicious, and today I'm going to show you a quick and super easy way to make it. That's coming up. If you find value in what we do, then consider subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon to stay notified whenever we make a new upload. Hi everyone, I'm Chef Aaditya Bal and welcome to my kitchen where I share with you some of my favorite recipes, cooking techniques, tips, tricks and know-how to help you become a better cook. So like I was saying, today we are going to be making a typical dhaba style Methi chicken. Alright, nice flavorsome chicken curry flavored with kasuri methi. Okay, it's super easy and super tasty, that I promise you. So without further ado, let's check out our ingredients. So let's take a look at our ingredients for our dhaba style methi chicken. Fairly regular set of ingredients with a really interesting and flavorsome tempering. Our main ingredient are chicken pieces, onions, lemon, hot green chilies, ginger and garlic, our whole spices, tomato puree, our spice powders, and our lovely kasuri methi or dry fenugreek. Mustard oil is our medium. Right, so we've taken a look at our ingredients. Like I said, fairly simple. So we are going to get down to making a quick aromatic paste of our onions, ginger, garlic and green chilies. Okay, so we're just going to peel all of these and then we're going to make a lovely super paste. Okay, let's get down to it. Let's start off with our prep. The first thing we want to do is just peel and roughly chop up our chilies, then just roughly chop the onions like so. Very simple. Right, we're going to transfer our chopped onions to a grinder and then just grind them down until our onions are fully ground up to a nice and almost fine paste. Let's put the paste into a bowl. Keep it aside. Now into the grinder go our garlic, ginger and green chilies, and again we're just going to add a little water and then grind them down to a nice semi-fine paste. That's done. Okay, let's keep that aside as well. Aromatics done. Time for us to start with the cooking of our curry. So let's heat up our mustard oil and burn it off nicely. So our prep for our methi chicken is done. The mustard oil is burnt off nicely. So let's start making our base for our lovely delicious methi chicken. Okay, let's start. So the mustard oil is nice and hot. In go our whole warm spices. We're just going to saute them until they are fragrant and crackling. That's done. Okay, let's add our ground onion paste, and as you can see there's a lot of moisture in the onions, so we're just going to begin to kind of saute our onion paste down. Little bit of salt to extract the moisture from the onions, and then we're just going to gently continue to kind of fry and saute the onions until most of the moisture has evaporated and they begin to brown nicely. Look at that, they've begun to brown. Little bit of water, then just deglaze the pan, pick up all those browned onion bits at the bottom of the pan and just combine them together nicely. Okay, so on a medium to medium low heat we'll continue to saute and fry our onions until they are richly browned. That's done. So in goes our ground aromatic paste of the garlic, ginger and green chili, and then we're just going to fry them together for a few minutes until the raw aroma of the ginger, garlic and green chilies subsides, right? So just continue to fry it off on a nice medium high heat. Right, so our onion, ginger, garlic, green chili pastes are now nice and a rich golden brown. That of course is going to give a great amount of depth to our base for our curry, alright, our methi chicken. So that is just about done. We're just going to cook it out a couple more minutes, alright, nice and kind of color it out nicely. Then we're just going to add our spice powders and bhuna them and cook them out. Okay, so let's get down to it. Our aromatics are now richly browned. Time for us to add our spice powders. So in goes the turmeric, chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, lovely, okay, and of course about half a teaspoon of salt. Right, so on a medium heat we're just going to saute everything together and just toast those spices nicely. Just remove all the rawness from the spices, right? So 4 to 5 minutes, and then we're just going to add a little bit of water and deglaze the pan nicely. Just kind of scrape up all those spices and aromatics stuck on the base of the pan, combine them together nicely, and then on a medium heat we're going to start cooking out our masala. Okay, this is what we call bhunoing the masala. So just continue to cook it out for a few minutes until the moisture evaporates. Then we're going to add some water, again deglaze, and repeat the process, deglazing and gently cooking out the aromatics and the spices until they develop a richer and richer flavor. Again water, repeat the process. The idea here is to cook out that masala completely, cook out all those spice powders and really develop a rich flavor base for our curry. So little more water, again deglaze, and then gently saute and fry the masala until all the moisture evaporates. And as you can see now, the oil will begin to start separating. So one last time, the water. That's done. The oil has separated. So in goes the pieces of chicken to our beautifully cooked out masala. About half a teaspoon of salt goes in for the chicken. Now we're going to turn up the heat and fry the pieces of chicken in the masala for a few minutes. Then cover it and let it cook away in its own juices for a good 8 to 10 minutes. Look at that. The chicken's been cooking away in its own juices for a good 8 to 10 minutes, and it has begun to take on the color of that lovely rich masala. Look at that. This is really important to get all that flavor of the masala right into the chicken. So just continue to fry the chicken in that masala for a few more minutes, just deepening the flavor and allowing that chicken to absorb the flavors of the masala. Done. So now we're just going to add our fresh tomato puree, a little bit more salt at this stage just to season the chicken further. Let's mix it all together, deglaze the pan, scrape up any pan deposits. Yeah, just incorporate them into the curry like so. Let's bring it to a boil. Now dry fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi goes in. Mix it in nicely. That's looking lovely. Okay, so about 300 milliliters of water. We're going to bring it to a boil, cover it, and then just simmer it out for a good 15 to 20 minutes. Well, it's been about 15 to 20 minutes and you can see the curry is cooking away nicely, but the color is still fairly light. So we're going to cover it and let it cook away for a further 10 to 12 minutes on a medium heat. Now you can see that curry coming together. The color is beginning to deepen as the spices and the masala cook into the curry. So just cover it and let it cook away on a low heat until that chicken is super tender and the curry is nicely cooked out. Right, so the chicken has been cooking away for a further 10 to 15 minutes, and as you can see, the chicken is almost tender and the curry is almost done. So we're going to cover it, let it cook away for a further 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, on a low heat. And now that chicken looks absolutely done and the curry has thickened up nicely. So time for us to just check the chicken. Oh yeah, that's absolutely done, just falling apart. So we're just going to allow the chicken to cook uncovered for a few more minutes. Just let it reduce and thicken up and intensify in flavor. Let that curry thicken up nicely. That's done. We'll just cover it and take it off the heat. Time for us to make our tempering. So heat up your mustard oil. To that add your cumin seeds and fry that up till fragrant. Add your kasuri methi. Just fry it up for a minute or so. Lovely. Now to this we're going to add our half teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder. That's going to give our tempering a lovely flavor and that vibrant deep red color. Just fry it all together in the oil, then a little bit of water and just let it deglaze and fry up nicely and color it up really nicely. That tempering is looking lovely. Okay, let's put the chicken back on the heat on a low simmer. Continue to reduce it and intensify it. To this we'll add our lovely deep red colored tempering. Beautiful. Just stir it in, mix it all together, all the while thickening and intensifying the curry and just cooking out the chicken till it's perfect. Now we're going to finish off our curry with a little bit of fresh garam masala and a nice generous squeeze of about half a lime, just to kind of contrast with all that lovely masala and those flavors and just bring out those flavors nicely. Okay, that is about done. Right, nice and thick and intensified. Just turn it off, allow it to rest for a few minutes and then serve your delicious rustic Dhaba style Methi chicken for your friends and your family. Enjoy. And this, my friends, is my version of a classic Punjabi chicken curry infused with the lovely flavors of dry fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi. Okay, so our methi chicken is ready. I'm just going to give it a quick taste. The chicken is absolutely buttery soft. Chicken is super tender. Got that nice kind of hit of the garam masala and the lime coming through. The curry is beautifully cooked out and it's just a really nice rustic and flavoursome Punjabi style curry. I really hope you get down to cooking this recipe in your kitchens right now. In fact, do it as soon as you can and enjoy these exciting flavors. If you like this recipe or you like the kind of recipes we are putting out here on our channel, then do consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Of course, it would really go a long way to inspire us in bringing you more such great content. I'm going to see you next time with more such recipes, but till then, happy cooking.